We are doing Become Thy Enemy submission. Anjan, when I had the chance. When I had the chance in that last battle to see you, just how strong you really are, I happened upon an idea and thought perchance you may like to know of my personal training regime. What I do is venture out into yokai-infested wilds, capture some demon or other, and use it to train against. And seeing as the opponent is a yokai, it cares not for my safety, so I need not care for its. Every battle fought with death by one side, is that not what it truly means to be a samurai? Now, Anjan, would you care to discover the value in such a pursuit? So this should be a pretty straightforward submission. As always, just take your time. Look around. Try to find kodamas. Try to find yokai. Look for ambushes. Look for hidden items. And just have fun with it. You see our first yokai is already right there. So. Now, which way to go? The path splits. Looks like they both wind up in the same spot though, but we saw them, they didn't see us, so if we had went this way, well, that one surely would have noticed us and that would have drawn the attention of him. There is an enemy right here. Got some arrows, beautiful. There is some treasure here. Nice treasure chest. Okay, so I definitely want the Yasakami Magatama. Those are, if you can get them, don't ever ignore those because they have a special, I have to grab that. They have a special, on here that is, bonus requirement down -1. So if I put 2 of these on, that means they would count as a piece of equipment for a set. So that means that, that I would be able to only wear 3 pieces out of a 5-piece armor set, plus 2 Yasakani Magatamas. And that would also mean that I can mix and match things. See that guy right there? But that would also mean that I can mix and match things. So I could wear one thing and still get a set bonus. Don't need that. I'll take the elixir. So I could wear like I could wear the Warrior of the West Bow, and then wear a Yasakami Magatama and still get the bonus from wearing... Hi. And still get the bonus just by wearing one piece and the Yasakami Magatama. So I can actually, better if I demonstrate. So I'm wearing those 2. So I'm going to equip this one. And so because I have the Warrior of the West Bow, now I have the skill damage. So if I take that off, I lose it. So, but that also means that I could take off the sword if I did not want the sword, and I could put the I could put the Magatama on, and I still have the full set. Plus, I am also having the same set of the Warrior of the West, and then say I put on something like a Hayabusa piece, and now I have a Hayabusa. So I have 3 sets working with each other. So that is a pretty cool piece of equipment there. I'm going to I'll use them later, but I use them all the time to do different builds. So if you combine different armor bonuses, then it is actually really cool, and you can create some truly busted stuff. Okay, little treasure he was guarding here. Some ammunition, I can always use that. And what dropped here? More ammo, beautiful. Okay, so we're heading this way. So be careful. Ooh, a wheel monk. The elixir looks nice. I'll take the elixir. Is this an elixir? Oh, it's a Heroku Dama. That's even better. So always check your towers. You see there's a couple of guys over here. So, leads to the same place. But you see, that's an ambush waiting to happen, right? Better I ambush them before they ambush me. So these guys are actually quite terrifying sometimes. Elixir, antidote, yes. What else? The vertebrae, yes, I want that. Sacred ash, I'll take that. There's another shrine over here, so we're all set. You can already see right there, in the tower, there's a guy waiting for us. There's another one. But that one has a cannon. Yep, that one's got a cannon. So there's going to be a couple yokai here. Out of the most dangerous, I'm going to say it's this guy. Because if you get up close, he's quite formidable. From range and from being up close. Arrows, please. No, arrows, there we go. Elixir, thank you. There is a treasure up here that the archers were guarding. Arrows, woo! More arrows. Ooh, hello. We have locks. There's a whole bunch of enemies down here. Actually. Whole bunch. You can see their umbrellas. So, If I went down there, that would be bad. As you can see, that is progression right there. We can ambush him right here, though. So we will do that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and take out some umbrellas that were just waiting for us. Gotta watch out for the paralysis that they do. That is not nice. And there's an enemy over here as well. Item right here. Spirit Iron Fragment. That's okay. Not the best thing we could have gotten, but not the worst. There's a Wheel Monk, and then there's an enemy down there. There's also a treasure he's guarding. The treasure box right here. So if you want to go for it, you could. He's just right there, so. Watch out for that grab attack. And Spirit Iron Fragment plus Elixir. I guess I got all green gear. Nice. Treasure in here. Of course, there's also an enemy as well. The treasure's actually upstairs. Enemy as soon as you show up right here. So that's actually a Tanuki chest. That's the Shuriken Stars. Thank you for the armor. Oh, that's a... I could use that Kurosorigama, actually. And then... That seems like quite an interesting item, actually. I don't really turn down Tanuki loot, but be sure you're going through it, because if your inventory is too full, you can't start missions. And you've seen that twice happen to me. So, it's not just that guy, there's another guy along the path right here. So, right here. Don't need that one. Nope. Okay, so here we go. On Ryoki. As soon as Onryoki dies, then that is the end of the mission. As you can see, there was an archer that spawned right here, and also one that was in the window. So it's probably ideal to head down here and fight the guy down here, and let Onryoki come to you, that way you can snipe and snipe. And then it's just a one-on-one open area. Elixir, yes. Prayer beads, maybe. Don't turn down the branch. There we go. I want the demon horn. And then I want that armor. Oops. Okay. Sometimes you can't help but grab items you don't need in order to progress, but that was become thy enemy. Back in one piece, I see, and you barely even broke a sweat. I should not really be surprised. You did manage to defeat me, after all. Still, should you ever find yourself in the mood to partake in some more of my training, you are welcome to come back any time. Alright, that has been Become Thy Enemy.